This is Blush Unpacked, EAFC 24 account that we spent 100 hours playing on, but that was 3 months ago, and since then we hadn't spent a single hour on the account. This meant that our once okay team was now completely outdated, and due to inactivity we were pushed back from our division. So over the next 100 hours, my goal is to completely restore our team and make it back into Division 3, but this challenge would end up being a lot tougher than I expected because of a forgotten rule that we had set for this account. Okay, so our team is absolutely awful. We do have 87,000 coins that we can use to upgrade it, and we have a Division 4 rival rewards ready to claim. Yeah, at this point, I had forgotten the rule, but don't worry, I do remember later on. Oh no, we're in Division 6, which means we need to earn 3 promotions in this video. After claiming my rival rewards, I would complete the Team of the Season daily SPC before claiming some of the objectives that we had completed 3 months ago, and we were really starting to rack up our pack. And we also got some player picks, and I would open these player picks as well. But before even opening the packs, guys, we're only in Division 6, and we need to make it to Division 3, which is one division higher than this account has ever been at. And so it was time for us to find out if we could still win with the team that we had. We have Dembele here, into Griezmann, with the finesse, we're actually winning. Philip Lahm now, into Martinelli, good skill. Does he score? He's going to have to carry us because he's like the only good player on our team. Now stats wise, yes, Martinelli was the only up-to-date player on our team, but I must say our gold Griezmann was playing way beyond his stats, and he was by far my favorite player to use on this account, and with the way he fought for our team, he was our club legend as well. Now after scoring 5, I would proceed to score another 5 goals within this game, and after winning this game, by scoring a total of 10 goals, that's when I realized it. What a win. But wait, I just realized that our team name is Blush Unpacked, which means that this is our account where we're only allowed to use players who we pack or get through completing SPCs. This meant that we couldn't use our coins to purchase players directly for our starting 11, but we were allowed to use coins to complete SPCs. And after winning that first game in a dominant fashion, and seeing that we were completing tons of objectives while doing so, I decided to continue playing in division rivals. And even though we would win the first 3 games that we played in a row, I started to notice that the further we went in this division, the harder the games became. And in the 4th game that I played, after scoring 2 goals early on, for the remainder of the game I would struggle and not be capable of scoring anymore, even though my opponent would get a red card. And so to avoid risking a win streak, I decided that we need to start getting some upgrades for this team. But at this point, it seemed like getting upgrades for our team would not be a problem at all, because at the time of recording, there was an Evo that allowed us to get +5 on a centre back with a rating of up to 86. And fortunately for us, one of our centre backs was fit for this Evo. However, I wouldn't use him just yet, because of the fact that we're also capable of claiming so many objectives as a result of performing as well as we did in the games that we played. And man, were we getting some insane packs as rewards. Okay, before we open our packs, for winning 5 games, we just unlocked ourselves an 88 rated midfielder, and this could actually be an upgrade for our team. Now to start off our pack opening, I would open a 10 coin pack that was available in the store, and unfortunately only get an 81 rated player, but at the time of recording, there were some insane team of the weeks in packs, and while I really wanted to pack some of them because they could get straight into our team, honestly, packing any team of the week would be a dub, and I'll explain why later on. Second pack now is only an 81 rated player. I was opening these packs from worst to best, and this was definitely visible because of the fact that these packs were consistently just average. However, in the 6th pack that we opened, we would get ourselves our first walkout, and in the pack after that, oh okay, we just got ourselves our first team of the week, and it looks like it's going to be a bad one, but even though it's not the greatest, this is still massive. And this was because at the time of recording, there were some good upgrade SPCs available, and these upgrade SPCs always required you to use the team of the week. Okay, the team of the week just allowed us to get an 84x7 pack. I would then open 2 more packs, and in the second one, we would get a duplicate Ousmane Dembele, and so to avoid wasting him, I started to look at an SPC that we could potentially use him in. But with how bad our team was, almost every single SPC available was an upgrade to our team, but feeling overwhelmed at this point, I would just use Ousmane Dembele to complete an 83 plus team of the week player pick. Okay, let's get ourselves another team of the week. Come on. Okay, we do get an 87 rated one. But before using that team of the week, because we still had loads of packs in the store, I would continue to open them, and as I was opening these packs, I was collecting so many players with decent rating, and by the time I got down to my last few packs, there was a lot more potential for us to get some absolutely insane players. Okay, we have 3 decent packs left. Oh, and we're getting another team of the week, and this time it's going to be a French left back. Okay. Oh no, it's a gold walkout, and that means our second player is going to be a team of the week, and it could still be Mbappe. No, it looks like it's just going to be Reguilon. The 100k pack that I opened after this would then give me one 86 rated walkout, and packing high rated players was also important for this account because we were allowed to complete SPCs, but we're now down to our final and best pack. Come on. No, we're just going to be getting a gold card, and it's a Brazilian goalie, and it's going to be Alisson, and unfortunately it's also only going to be 1 walkout. And because we could do with upgrades in literally every single position on our team, I felt like it was worth it to complete an icon player pick. But after seeing that I couldn't even afford the most expensive squad, knowing that I needed to get an upgrade now if I wanted to progress further in division rivals, I decided to start completing Mukiela's SPC. Now his most expensive squad required a team of the week, and so fortunately for us, because we had one, we could complete the squad before then going ahead and completing the final squad, which was only an 84 rated one, and this allowed us to already get one of the best right backs in the game. Now I also wanted to complete Sergio Roberto because he was the other half of the showdown SPC between Barcelona and PSG, where the player that belonged to the club which which won the game, would end up getting an upgrade, but unfortunately, after completing Mukiele, we could now only build an 86 rated squad, and for Sergio Roberto, we needed it to be 87. Now this wasn't the end of the world, because with us getting an 88 rated midfielder from our objective, as well as Mukiele for completing his SPC, oh yeah, and I also ended up submitting Ledley for the Evo, our team was now a little bit better than what it was before, and because we could complete loads of objectives, some of them being as simple as just scoring goals, that would reward us with some really good packs. I knew that by continuing to play in division rivals, we would be able to ground our way towards completing Sergio Roberto's SPC, which was the next upgrade that I wanted to get for this account. However, I wouldn't end up playing any more games on this day. Now on day 2, before playing any games, I would complete the daily login SPC, which allowed me to get another decent pack from the objective, but before even opening this pack, because I intended to play in division rivals, with the ability for us to EVA our centre back by simply just playing games in division rivals, I decided to continue my journey there. Now in the first game that I played, once again, we went back to absolutely dominating against our opponents. With the help of Mukiele, we would only concede a single goal scored in the 91st minute, after we knew that we won the game and slightly took our foot off the gas. But winning this game also meant that because of our win streak, if we could win the next one, we would achieve our first promotion. Okay, this is our biggest game yet. After finding some space on the wing, we managed to create ourselves our first opportunity. Griezmann is so reliable, and there was just something special about this player. Griezmann is carrying us right now. Martinelli would then chip in with the goal of his own before our opponent managed to get a goal back themselves. However, unfortunately for them, this was too little too late, and we would end up winning this game and earning ourselves our first promotion. Now even though our previous win wasn't convincing, I felt confident and I decided to play my first game in Division 5, and after things started off really well, my opponent managed to equalize the game, but I put their goal down to luck. Now as I continued to play, I found myself struggling quite a lot to score another goal, and this was because the quality of opponents were now a lot better, but initially I didn't want to accept this. No, this guy's getting so lucky right now. But let's be honest, you can only get so lucky. Oh no? Okay, maybe it's not luck. And I'd end up leaving this game. Now for the sake of my ego, I would go into another game after this, because I didn't want to end on a loss. But after winning that game, I knew that in order to make significant progress in the divisions, I needed to be able to put together a win streak, and with how the games were going, I just didn't feel like it was possible just yet. So we completed the first stage of Ledley King's Evo, and now he's going to be getting some extra stats, and I'm also going to claim our objective rewards, which allowed us to once again get a ton of decent packs. Okay, now we need high rated players so we can complete Sergio Roberto, and an 83 rated is just not gonna cut it. On the second pack that I opened, I would get an 85 rated player, and so it seemed like things were starting to move in the right direction. But in the 3 packs after this, the highest rated player that I would get was 83. We only have 3 packs left now. This one's going to be an English right back from the best club in the world. Now it's only one walkout, but it is the best right back in the world. My next pack would give me one of the worst centre backs in the game, before my final pack gave me one of the worst left backs in the game. But that's when I saw that we had a 10 coin pack in the store, but we'd end up getting trash from that as well. And because we didn't really get any high rated players, I would use the mid-tier rated players that we got to complete an 83 plus team of the week player pick, and from this player pick I was hoping for anything decent. Come on. Oh, that Rodrigo card might be good enough to get into our team, and so I decided to give him a shot over Musiala. And because I wanted to do an upgrade pack, I decided to complete another team of the week player pick, but after completing the 83 rated squad, we literally had no 84 rated players, which were required for the 82 rated squad, and so I couldn't complete the team of the week player pick, which meant that I couldn't complete an upgrade pack, which meant that I couldn't get the high rated players that I needed to complete Sergio Roberto's squad. I remember, coins could be used to complete SPCs, and because of the fact that the really good player SPCs were priced in such a way that made it unrealistic for us to be able to complete any of them, I knew that the icon player pick would be the only way that we could get our hands on some of these cards. But in order to complete the icon player pick, I needed to be able to benefit from the insane rewards in the Champions Finals, and in order to play in that game mode, I needed to qualify through the qualifiers game mode first. Unfortunately for us, the qualifiers game mode did reward you with tradable packs, and so while we could still complete some objectives that would give us some really good untradable packs, the tradable packs from the qualifiers would allow us to get some more coins, and these two factors would make completing icon player picks more realistic. And spoiler alert, we end up completing 2 of these. Okay, so this is the team that we'll be taking into the qualifiers, and so it's time to find out if we could win in this game mode. Dembele to Martinelli, and Martinelli gives us the lead early on. Dembele would then earn us a penalty, however Griezmann would take his penalty and fail to convert it, before Dembele then scored a second goal for us, feeling like he needed to do everything. However, the reality of the situation was that he didn't need to, because after Rodrigo scored our 3rd goal, Martinelli would score our 4th, before Rodrigo then decided that 1 goal on his debut was not enough, and after this, Griezmann would redeem himself for missing the penalty, which would allow us to win our first game in the qualifiers. Now we would also win the second, before then picking up our first loss in the 3rd game that we played. However, after then going back to winning ways in the 4th game that we played, it meant that if we could convert our 3-2 lead into a win in the 1st game that we played, we would achieve qualification for the Champions Finals. Rodrigo finds Griezmann with the finesse. The stretch is insane. Dembele would then find space on the wing, and now we needed to convert this chance into a goal. Griezmann found Martinelli, who finds the back of the net. My opponent would then rage quit, allowing us to win our 1st game, which guaranteed us qualification for the Champions Finals, and along with being able to claim an insane upgrade for Ledley King, through scoring goals and winning games, we were capable of getting some decent packs, as well as a potential upgrade. Okay, so Paulo will be better than Rodrigo on the wing, and now we can use Rodrigo in an upgrade or play a SBC. And before looking at an SBC, I would start to open the packs that we had earned, of which the final 2 were very exciting. Okay, we're getting a team of the week from this one, and it's going to be a German goalie. I think we just got to Stegen. We did, and that's a 90 rated player. Final pack is an 85 times 2. This one's just going to be a gold. Is that going to be Benzema? No. Okay, it's Nkunku, but it's going to be 2 walkouts, and the second walkout's going to be an 88 rated Kimmich. Now with our team still desperately needing some more upgrades, I decided to start completing Sergio Roberto's SBC, because for now the icon player pick was too expensive, and after completing the first, I saw that we were only 1 rating away from being able to complete his final squad. Now thanks to our packs, we did now have the 84 rated players to complete the team of the week player pick, and in this player pick we would get an 87 rated team of the week. And then I saw that there were 83 times 10 upgrade packs available, and so since we replaced him using Rodrigo, I would complete this SBC 1 time. 83 times 10, and we need higher rated players to complete Sergio Roberto. Okay, we got an 88 rated Bernardo. Oh, but it's going to be 2 walkouts, and the second walkout's an 89 rated Casemiro. And with the new players that we had gotten, we could comfortably complete Sergio Roberto, and this meant that we just got ourselves an absolutely insane midfielder who can definitely get us into Division 3. I would then add Sergio Roberto into our team before adding our 90 rated inform to Stegen into the goalkeeper position, and now our team was looking a lot better. However, there were still 5 positions right across the team that I wanted to upgrade, meaning that icon player picks was still a good option. Now because we would need some more high rated players, I decided that before the end of the stay I would play some more games, and because we still had games left in the qualifiers, and by winning more games we could guarantee ourselves better tradable rewards, I would continue to play in the qualifiers. Now to spare my blushes, I won't show all the goals that I conceded, and I'll just summarize these games by saying that we got absolutely clapped within them, and after losing 3 games in a row, because of the fact that winning a game wouldn't allow us to upgrade our rewards, I would simply just end my playoff run, meaning that we only got rank 5 tradable rewards. Now to make things even worse, we weren't capable of making that many coins, and so I started to look at some of the SBCs that would reward us with tradable packs, but while doing so, I saw that there were some 80 plus player picks available, and because we now had gotten a lot of low rated gold cards from opening all of the packs in this video so far, using the web app, I would complete this player pick as many times as I could. Okay, so we have 25 player picks, and I expect to make a dent in the icon player pick with these. Now as a cultured degenerate pack opener, I would open these player picks in a very specific sequence, and after getting nothing from the first half of the first page, on the second page, oh, finally we got our first walkout. Does that mean that our luck is in? Oh, it does! We just got a 90 rated team of the week. Now after not getting that much more, by the time that I'd opened half of our player picks, I decided to start making my way back to the first page, where once again on the second page of player picks, oh, there's no way! We got another really high rated team of the week, and that would also end up being the final good player that we got from our player picks. Now with us having a lot more fodder, I decided to submit an 85 rated squad in order to permanently upgrade our left back position, because with the value of this player, as well as the traits that they had, I felt like they were good enough to get us into Division 3, and then because I wanted to upgrade our other centre back position, I checked to see if I could afford to complete Van der Ven, and while I could afford to complete him, I wouldn't submit the squad just yet. Okay, just like that, we have a new left back, and because of the fact that Lidley King is evoing as well, our team should be a lot better now, and we should be able to push further in division rivals. But while our team was improving, it was still way worse than the teams that we were coming up against. And early on into this game, making progression in division rivals seemed unlikely. Oh no, he's through? No way. And so to win this game, we needed to make a comeback. Griezmann with the finesse? That's so satisfying. We would then struggle to score another goal, but just before the halftime break, we would get ourselves a penalty. Griezmann, I have full faith in you? Yes! Griezmann would then complete his hat-trick in the second half, and while we were still capable of scoring goals, winning games started to become a lot more of a struggle, and even though our team was a little bit better, I still continued to feel like we needed to get more upgrades if we wanted to make it into Division 3. With just over a day to play in the Champions Finals, this was the perfect game mode for us to be able to get the resources to get these upgrades, but with the opponents being even better than the ones we had in Rivals, I knew that it was not going to be easy to win. No, what a save! Oh, we got a free kick on the edge of the box, and if we score this, you guys have to get me to 100k subs. He jumps early. Oh, it takes a deflection, and that was the best free kick that I've ever scored. And after scoring that free kick, my opponent's frustration became visible, and that would allow us to score a second goal in this game, resulting in them rage quitting and allowing us to pick up our first win in the Champions Final. Now in the second game that I played, the games would continue to be tough, but even though I would concede first in this game, I would do well to come back and score 3 goals against this opponent, and believe it or not, I would actually end up losing this game because I would fumble this 3-1 lead. Oh, this frustrated me, and what was even more frustrating was the fact that at the time of recording, the EA servers were absolute garbage. garbage, and I was having to play with insanely high ping, and I felt like playing in this manner was impossible, and my frustration would cause me to leave a game. And once the connection issue started to clear up, I managed to take down a really good team in a dominant fashion, and I felt really good about this, because just yesterday, if we were to come up against a team like this, we would get absolutely destroyed. Okay, so from our first 4 games, we've won 2 and lost 2. And this was important to note, because in the Champions Finals, you only have a total of 20 games, and the more out of these 20 games you win, the better rewards you would get. Now, one thing that would help us to win more games was the fact that we had completed Ledley King's Evo, and then I saw that there was an Evo that allowed you to upgrade an 88 rated player, and with Griezmann being our club legend, I felt like he was the perfect player to use in this. I would then win my first game back in the Champions Finals, before losing the second game that I played, but with it being late in this day, and me just wanting to get a good amount of games done, I would continue playing, and the next 2 games would go exactly the same as the previous 2, because after winning the first, once again I would lose the second. And this is how our 9th game in the Champions Finals would end. Martinelli finds Griezmann first time, and that's why we're evoing him. And after winning this game, the first stage of Griezmann's evo was now done, and we were now 1 game away from being halfway done with the Champions Finals, in which my goal was to get rank 5 rewards, which required you to get 11 wins, and so winning this 10th game would be really nice. Paulo, we run straight through. Can he score from here? What a finish! But this game would end up teaching us a massive lesson moving forward. Oh no, his players are just better. Because with the mentality that I had at this point, I felt like it was okay to lose, because we were basically always out-teamed. But after some reflection, I realized that if we didn't win, we would never have players that would give us the advantage in these games. Griezmann, okay, we've actually equalized, and I knew that the only way I was going to make it into Division 3 was if, as the underdog, I could still beat my opponents. Dembele, lovely skill, and we're in the lead. Let's pass to Mukiele here. He's been an insane upgrade, and our upgrades are allowing us to win, and in games that we'd usually lose. Okay, so we're halfway done with the Champions Finals, and at the end of day 2, although our team was looking like this at the beginning of this challenge, halfway through, it now looks like this. Day 3, I woke up motivated, because if you haven't noticed so far, throughout the entire video, the SPCs that we've been completing have only been midfielders as well as defender SPCs, while in order to get into Division 3, we were definitely going to need to get some good attackers. Now the reason we haven't completed an attacker just yet is because of the fact that the good attacker SPCs are incredibly expensive, and so I knew that the only way that we could realistically upgrade this position would be through taking our chances and completing icon player picks, which were valued a lot cheaper than the attacker SPCs. But in order to complete those icon player picks, we were going to need to achieve our goal of getting rank 5 rewards. And before continuing to play in the Champions Finals, I would complete the daily login SPC for this day, and then also claim all of the objectives that we had completed on the day prior, and along with getting an 88 rated player that we could use in SPCs, we also got tons of decent packs. Okay, first pack, and an 85 rated player is not a bad start. Second pack now, and we only get an 82 rated this time, and my third pack would give me an 83 rated player. We're down to our last 3 packs. Oh, but we're getting an inform, and it's finished. Please be Mbappe. Oh no. Okay, it's going to be an 89 rated, which is good, but at the same time, they are duplicates. For all the high rated players that we now had in our club, we could complete the most expensive squad for the icon player pick, but after exhausting our resources, when trying to complete Van der Ven, I saw that we could only build an 85 rated squad. I would then open the rest of the packs that we had, but unfortunately, they wouldn't help us to build an even higher rated squad, and so with us needing to get more resources to be able to complete Van der Ven, as well as the icon player pick, I started to take a look at the objectives that we could complete, and I saw that we were only 1 win away from getting an 89 rated player. We were also making progress towards Evo and Griezmann, and so immediately I entered into the Champions Finals game mode, and it was time for us to turn up. Griezmann on the ball now, Paulo's making a good run, what a pass into Martinelli, and what a finish as well. Now the opponent that we were facing in this game was tough, and due to our attack, we weren't capable of scoring another goal for the rest of this game, but thanks to the fact that we had spent a lot of resources on our defense, even though we still needed to upgrade 1 centre-back position, we were capable of holding this opponent out, resulting in us winning this game. Okay, we got the win, and that means that we've just unlocked ourselves an 89 rated player, and I want to see if we can complete Van der Ven, so that moving forward, we can just focus on icon player picks, and we can. Because of this, I would submit the final squad, allowing us to get an absolutely insane centre-back with really good speed. And after adding him into the team, I saw that we were also 1 game away from Evo and Griezmann. Sergio Roberto now with the interception. We found Griezmann. He's been so good for us. How is a gold card this good? Now Dembele was also a gold card, and he was playing well for us too. And thanks to this, we would end up winning this game. I would then continue to play more games, and because of the fact that as you won more, the opponents that you face would start to become tougher, we would end up losing the next 2 consecutive games that we played. But in the game that I played after those, I saw that the reason for losing those games wasn't because of our defense as much as it was because of the fact that we didn't have a good attack. Because in our 15th game in the Champions Finals, when our attackers were capable of showing up, we were capable of winning the game. Okay, we only need to win 2 more games. We have now completed another stage of Griezmann's Evo, and I'm also gonna go ahead and claim all of the objectives that we had completed, and these objectives are allowing us to get some absolutely insane packs. I would start off by opening the first 5 lesser packs that we had, in which the best player that we'd get was 85 rated, but the quality of the packs that we opened were only starting to increase. Okay, we only have good packs left now. Come on. Oh, I think we're getting a team of the week, and it's an Italian. Kohli, that's going to be Donnarumma. Okay, it's only one walkout, but it is an 89 rated team of the week. The next 4 packs would give me absolute garbage, but in the 5th pack that I opened, once again, we would pack another team of the week goalkeeper, but this time they were 90 rated, and unfortunately a duplicate as well. So we are close to completing the penultimate squad for the icon player pick, but I don't want to have to use 2 team of the weeks in that squad because of this. And the fact that I wanted to open the other pack that we had in the store, I decided to use our duplicate to Stegen to complete an 83 times 10 upgrade SPC, and this was risky because in order to justify it, we needed to back a player who was 90 rated or above. No way, I think we just got Lewandowski, and that's insane, he's 90 rated. Our final pack was the upgrade pack, which allowed us to get an 87 rated player, but even with this, we still weren't capable of completing the squad, but because of the fact that we were so close, and the fact that a decent icon could help us clinch rank 5 rewards, I decided to start spending coins to complete the SPC, and using coins, I could complete the final 2 squads. Okay, this is a massive moment. Wow, he's racing. Come on, please. Oh, okay, there's some decent players in here, but I think Zola's by far the best one, and we are desperate for an attacker. Now Zola would replace Paulo, because I couldn't justify dropping Griezmann because of the fact that he's been insane for us, and to make this work, Martinelli and Ousmane Dembele would become our wingers. I would then proceed to continue playing in the Champions Finals, and in my first game back, things would go in the worst way possible, because not only did we lose, but we also ended up getting a red card. Now to get rid of this red card, I would have to use Paulo instead of Martinelli for one game, and although the second game that I played was close, when all was said and done, unfortunately we would end up losing it, and this was bad because now with 3 games left, we had to win 2 of them. Sergio Roberto, we need something from you here. Come on. Yes, we have the lead. And he was already starting to pay dividends. Zola, what a turn. Can you score from here? What a finish. Zola would then proceed to receive the ball and then run across a quarter of the pitch, dribbling through our opponent's players before smashing the ball into the back of his net. And thanks to that amazing performance, we now had 2 opportunities at achieving rank 5 rewards. This is a massive game against an insane team. Oh, I think he's gonna give us the free win. No way. Yes, he's just giving us a free win. And so because we had 1 game left, I would return the favor by giving a random player a free win, allowing us to achieve our goal of getting rank 5 rewards, giving us a good chance at being able to complete a second icon player pick. First player pick, an 87 rated is a decent start. Second player pick now, and we got a special card, and it's an 88 rated team of the week. The final gold player pick would only give us an 86 rated player, before our guaranteed promo player pick allowed us to get a player who was 91 rated. Now before opening the rewards, we had also completed objectives, and man were we getting some insane packs as rewards, but these packs, along with the 73,000 coins that we had, were going to have to be good because of the fact that as things stood, we couldn't even afford to complete one of the icon player pick squads. Okay, the worst pack that we have is an 81 times 3. Belgian. No way, that's the Bruno. I think we just got him. Yes, it's only 1 walkout, but a 91 rated is massive. The next 2 packs would drop off in quality completely, but because the second one was tradable, I would make as many coins as I could from it before opening another tradable pack. Oh, we just got a team of the week, and this pack's tradable, so this could be really good. I think that's an 87. Okay, so the team of the week is going to be the second walkout, and it's only an 87 rated. Now this pack allowed us to make over 30,000 coins, which was a significant chunk of the price of the icon player pick, and a final tradable pack, which was an ultimate pack, would allow us to make 20,000 coins. Okay, the rest of the packs are untradeable, so we need high rated cards or Mbappe from them, and the first one's going to be an 85 rated Alaba. The best player from my next pack was only 84 rated, so before opening the final 2 packs that I had, I would submit the most expensive squad for the icon player pick, and the penultimate pack that we opened guaranteed us 2 walkouts. We have another team of the week here, and that's Gundogan, but it's his gold card, so the team of the week's a second walkout, and that's not bad, because as you already know, he could help us to complete 83 times 10 packs. Upgrade pack now, and we're getting another team of the week back from it, Spanish CDM. No way! We just got an 89 rated gold card, as well as another team of the week. Now even with all of these players, we still couldn't complete the penultimate squad for the icon player pick, and so I was hopeful that our final pack would change this. Okay, French, CDM, that could be Kante. You've got to be kidding me. Now this wasn't the end of the world, because thanks to our rewards, we had 135,000 coins, and using 30,000 of these, we could in fact complete the penultimate squad. Now the final squad only costed 50,000 coins, and fortunately for us, this was only half of our coin balance, and this just meant to show how important it was that we got rank 5 rewards in the Champions Finals, because we now had another icon player pick, and another opportunity at getting an insane upgrade. Come on, give me something good. Oh, Cantona could be really good for us, because of the fact that he has 5-star skills. He was also roughly 250,000 coins at the time of recording, and even though we were only 1 win away from evoing our club legend, unfortunately we wouldn't end up getting the evo for him, because with Martinelli and Ousmane Dembele being better wingers than Griezmann, and Cantona and Zola being better attackers through the center than him, Griezmann had to hit the bench. So it's the final day, and with some objectives that we can still complete, along with the 51,000 coins that we now have, I want to work towards completing Florenzi's card, because the final upgrade that I feel like our team could do with would be an upgrade on our 88 rated midfielder. Because of this, I started to complete some of the SPCs that were available that would allow us to get some tradable packs, and completing these tradable packs allowed us to go from 50 to 65,000 coins. However, this wasn't enough to complete Florenzi, so we don't have a lot of time left, and so I need to start pushing in division rivals. But while playing these games, we will be completing objectives. Knowing this, I was motivated to destroy my opponents, and that's exactly what would occur in the first game. But when you consider the fact that this was the team that we had the last time we played in division rivals, and now this is the team that we had, it shouldn't come as a surprise to you that with the help of our two new insane attackers, we were capable of running through the first 3 opponents that we played in a row, and this allowed us to make some good progression towards division 4. Now before playing any further, I decided to start claiming objectives because of the fact that we had completed a lot of them, and along with getting a high rated card, it also allowed us to get a bunch of packs. Now from these packs, the best player that would get would end up being an 86 rated team of the week, which as you can imagine, I would use to complete an 83 times 10 upgrade pack. And from this upgrade pack, not only would we get 2 walkouts, but the second walkout would be an 88 rated team of the week. Now to get more high rated players, I would use him along with some lower rated players, which allowed me to complete another 83 times 10, and this was the final pack that we could open for this session. Okay, we're just getting a gold card, and it's an Argentinian striker from Inter. It's 2 walkouts, and the first walkout's an 87 rated. But no way! We're just back to 91 rated Alexia. She could actually get straight into our team, and so adding her into our team is exactly what I would do. I also saw that without her, we couldn't complete Florenzi's most expensive squad, but with an upgrade in the perfect position, considering the fact that we were running out of time on the final day, I would continue to play in division rivals. There's no way this guy's in division 5 with that team. But early on into Alexia's debut, something just didn't feel right. No, he's actually opened us up here. We can't allow Son through like that, and that's why. Now due to the fact that we now had better attackers, we were capable of creating more opportunities, and this allowed us to equalize the game. And although for some reason we were struggling in this game, slowly but surely we would start to score some goals, resulting in us getting the win. Okay, if we win this game, we're in division 4, and how are the teams so bad right now? And it felt good to finally be out teaming people for once. Martinelli, that was lovely. And thanks to the fact that we did out team our opponent, we were capable of scoring 2 more goals back. But I finally put my finger on what was weird about our team, and it was the fact that Alexia was so good in the attack, because she still has some insane attacking stats this late into the game, but she just wasn't good enough defensively, and this made sense, because this late into the game, her stats meant that she just wasn't cut out for this position. And so even though we would win this game, allowing us to get promoted into division 4, and then winning the first game that we played in division 4 as well, because I just didn't feel comfortable with our team overall, I felt like we had to complete Florenzi. Okay, so the packs that we've just earned are going to be the final packs that we open for this video, and because I feel like we need Florenzi, the packs that we're getting are going to have to be insane. Now the first 4 weren't. However, in the first pack that we opened, we would get an 87 rated walkout, but after this, the next 2 packs would go back to being absolutely awful. We're down to our final 3 packs, and we get an 86 rated walkout in the first. Second pack is an 86, but it's 2 walkouts, and the second walkout's an 87. Now the 87 was a duplicate, but because of the fact that I was willing to use Alexia, we could complete Florenzi's most expensive squad, and along with the 70,000 coins that we had, the final pack needed to help us to complete his final squad. I think we just got Saka. Oh no, it's an 87, but it's 2 walkouts as well. No way! The second walkout's a 90 rated Harry Kane. And so without even using the coins that we had, we could complete Florenzi's final squad, and now we have an insane midfielder with enough stats to get us into division 3. Now like I said, we didn't have to spend any coins, because we only had 1 hour left at the time. Unfortunately, we wouldn't get the opportunity to spend these coins, as we needed to start pushing further in division rivals and make it into division 3. Now the first game that we played wasn't too tough, as we were capable of heavily outscoring our opponent and winning the game without even conceding a single goal. But because it was this late into the challenge, just winning the game wasn't enough, because playing a full game meant that we had that much less time. Now the second game was way quicker, and maintaining our win streak was of utmost importance too. But with only 40 minutes left, I knew that I needed to make my opponent's rage quit. So now we have the ball deep. He's not playing. Let's score here. Is he gonna leave? No, he keeps playing. And this was annoying, because just winning these games wouldn't guarantee that we completed our challenge, but surely after scoring a third goal, our opponent would forfeit. Zola, lovely turn. Okay, that's a third goal. Now initially, my opponent wouldn't forfeit. However, as soon as the game paused for the halftime break, my opponent would end up leaving the game, meaning that with roughly half an hour left, we had to win 2 games in a row. Knowing this, I would destroy my next opponent, but because of the fact that they didn't want to forfeit, it meant that we had expended roughly 15 minutes, meaning that with 1 game left, we had 1 opportunity at earning promotion into division 3. Oh no, his Foden is through. No, this guy seems like a good player the way he's dribbling. Lovely tackle though. Dembele, can we find Zola? We do. Let's turn here. We have to score this. There's no way. My opponents would continue to apply pressure, but for now, it seemed like our defense was holding on. But they could only do so much, and we needed our attackers to step up. Martinelli, lovely skill. Yes, we have the lead. After taking the lead due to nerves, I would struggle to score a second goal. And even though Florenzi was a massive improvement in the midfield, I knew that if I was to just concede one goal and draw this game, it would result in me failing this challenge. We have it with Zola now. He's been insane. His dribbling is so good. Let's find Cantona. Is that onside? Yes, it's onside. And after scoring this goal, with the help of the two new insane attackers that we had, we would continue to create opportunities. But we still weren't in the clear, because remember, a draw would result in us failing this challenge. Lovely save. No way. No. I would then continue to push for another goal, but after missing opportunity after opportunity, I started to feel like it just wasn't meant to be. And these were the last feelings that you wanted to have when your opponent gets an opportunity in the 87th minute of the game. No, we have to defend here. No, please get it out. Okay, Florenzi gets it out. After making it to the 90th minute, once again, I would fail to score an opportunity, and the last thing that I needed was my opponent finding space in the 91st minute. No, we've stepped up. We have to recover. Van der Ven, that speed and strength is insane. And he's also just won us the game. And just in the nick of time as well. This meant that we had indeed achieved promotion into Division 3, which is one division higher than this account has ever been, meaning that after starting with this team and transforming it into this in just under 100 hours, we had indeed successfully restored it. And if you guys enjoyed this video, you'll enjoy one of these ones, so go ahead and click on any of those videos to watch them.